Greetings to all of my fellow travelers of the world. As it turns out, something happened with my microphone once again, as is obviously my wont, and I have no sound. However, that does not mean no episode. It just means a little bit more of an unorthodox episode. Hideo Kojima ended up into sharpshooter training and will be unavailable for the next mission. One of the first things I went out to do was to change the name of Cameron Hudson II. He doesn't look like he's happy with his new name, but he is on the inside.
Tigan seems to have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
Dig right on in there. And after some resupplying and purchasing items and other busy work, we were finally ready to head to operations and see what was what, where the Chosen had some smack to talk to us.
The cooperation of these extremists will do little to unite the forces of your resistance, Commander.
Course for the West Asian Corridor.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
I was happy to see the arrival of our resistance care package.
Commander, I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success. Chosen are a tough group to infiltrate, but we've managed to gather intel on their latest actions, and have a rough idea of how close each is to reaching their ultimate goal of locating the Avenger.
Commander, we have intel suggesting the aliens are working on developments that threaten our ability to stop the Avatar project. We can conduct guerrilla operations to disrupt one of these efforts, but we'll have to choose carefully. We don't have the resources to intercede everywhere.
This was the introduction for my playthrough of Dark Events, which, if you don't know, are like little timers you have to keep moving towards zero in order to stay happy.
Commander, the factions have pledged their support to XCOM, and they're ready to carry out your orders. As our influence with these groups increases, our capabilities will grow in kind.
My people are up for some additional work if you've got any orders for us, Commander.
Now, at the same time, they've introduced resistance operations. This will allow me to send a unit of mine out with one of my contacts, and they will be able to give them extra abilities, ability points, maybe talents. We will uncover this all as we go.
Commander, we'll need to send our own soldiers out to work with the resistance factions to complete these covert actions. They'll be gone for a few days, but this will help us build influence with the resistance while generating material support.
And here's the screen itself. Basically, you choose your mission, you add your soldiers, and after a short amount of baking time, some rewards come out.
This operation is going to require some field experience, Commander. We'll need to send one of our vets to lead the effort.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
By this point, our research had completed, However, Tygan had quite a bit to say about our next research subject.
I am at a loss for words to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature, affectionately known as the Faceless, to our troops. The nebulous form of its physical structure, including a pliable, semi-solid outer layer, seems to be slowly degrading now that the creature has expired. There is also a pungent odor that only seems to grow stronger as time passes. Advent has made steady progress in convincing the remaining civilian populace to migrate to their city centers, with the propaganda campaign providing a constant stream of reminders as to the benefits of migration. They have maintained a steady influx of new converts. Unfortunately, most of these unwitting refugees have little idea what they are truly signing up for.
Then we made contact with our second resistance group.
Commander, we've established contact with the local resistance, and we can move on the Advent Black site on your order. We should make sure our troops are fully equipped and ready for a tough mission. I'm guessing security will be tight at the facility.
Next, we get the treat of Hideo Kojima finishing his sharpshooter training.
Our people seem to work well together, Commander.
Followed immediately by the return of Olga Gerlukovich with experience and extra dodge chance. And then, just in case we were having fun, the game had some bad news to deliver to us.
Commander, we have a priority message.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
We're tracking the aliens' progress on this Avatar project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
And it was here I spent so much time on the map. I'm not going to make anybody sit through all of that. I'm just going to cut ahead to the op and continue with the episode as it was. Suffice it to say, I got a new area and a couple more scanning areas as well. Ta-da! So, it's an easy guerrilla op, basic run in, do your hack, get your enemies, run out. Easy. So I'm thinking, great, I'll take my ladies only team out to do a quick guerrilla op. What could go wrong? So we start out and it's pretty typical. We're on a freeway overlooking the whole battlefield. Nothing really happens for the first little bit. I get my positioning in place and see what's what. We run into the Templar here, and I think this is the first time we run into the Templar. I might be wrong on that one.
I'll give it a shot.
That's right. I made a bit of an error in judgment. This is the beginning of a very hard fall.
Get through. They found us.
So we had a pretty good setup in my eyes. They were all concentrated in one area. If I wanted to, I could have grenaded them. It just seemed like it was going okay. But I couldn't find a good shot to take, no matter where I looked. So I shot at the highest threat, in my opinion. That punctuates this whole painful experience.
By the numbers, they're on to me.
That wasn't too bad. But it wasn't enough.
They're moving to flank me. I'm pinned down here. We're taking losses here.
And then unfortunately, we start to lose people. I got my revenge for Ashley here, but
Taken
yeah.
care of.
Just about everything goes wrong from this point on. Just because everything was going wrong doesn't mean I could very well just stop going
Orders
forward,
confirmed. On the move.
which was, I suppose, good and bad.
I'll get him next time. Good riddance. Toss me some ammo.
On my way.
So without giving up, we do make a little bit of headroom, but even so, half the people you see here do not make it to the end. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, all I have left to deal with is a turret, and I'm home free. Essentially, what do I have to worry about?
What's your name?
Commander, we've taken care of the primary target. If we fail to establish control of the AO, we risk losing resources, but we're taking heavy losses. We should consider giving up the AO and pulling out the squad.
Thank you for your great advice, Central. I'm so happy to have to do this.
Hostile neutralized. Good to go. Got the goods.
And I know
Target down.
now that all that's left is the sectoid, but all he needs to do is mind control one of my guys, and I'm outnumbered again. So I did not want to tangle with any of that mess.
Ready to go. Roger that. Okay. Let's go. I'm going. All surviving XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand returning to base.
Mission parameters completed.
I'll have to work harder, consider new research. We can't let this happen again.
Tigan, you don't have to take the fall for Central's bad intelligence.